What's up, taters? This is Tree from treeoflogic.com, and yes, I am going to talk about the Shiloh Hendrix situation, and yes, I am going to give you my opinion, and yes, probably 1/3 of you will unsubscribe when you hear about it, and guess what? I don't care. Stay mad. But as you can tell from the thumbnail as well as the title, I am on Shiloh Hendrix' side. Yeah, she's been doxxed. That is her name. She's okay with it being out there. And with all the money that she has collected on her Give, Send, Go, homegirl gonna be just fine. So for those of you who are not aware of this viral story, let me fill you in. So this takes place in Minnesota, and it's a very nice looking playground. Well, Shiloh was there with her toddler. She was there with her little son and another boy. Now they saying this boy is 5 years old, and not call cap. He doesn't look 5 years old. He looks straight 9. He's very tall, and they want to sit up here and say he autistic. I call cap on that too. And let's say, for instance, he is artistic. Where were the parents? See, this little heathen went inside her diaper bag, boldly walked over to where her bag was and where she is, and just went right in there. The parents didn't stop him. No one, the grown adult, the Somali who's taking this video, didn't stop him. They allowed him to steal. I guess they just started him early. You know what I'm saying? These looting Americans, they learn how to steal from childhood, honey. Okay? He's just practicing. Anyway, this thieving little didn't do child went inside her bag, tried to steal one of the juice boxes. She chastised him, and she called him the N-word with the hard R. The Somali guy takes out the camera, and this happens.
Did you call him the child? Did you call the child the word? It is my own business. You call him. Okay, why don't you have the boss to say it right now again? Okay. All right, that's what you say.
You don't go digging through people's shit.
Nobody digging.
A little kid just did, you dumbass.
That little kid, you call him a
yeah.
The little child?
What if he acts like one, he's gonna...
Are you about to hit him? You chase him here?
He took my son's stuff.
So that gives you the right to call the child, 5-year-old, the N-word.
If that's what he's gonna act
That's
like.
what you're gonna call him.
That's what he's gonna act like.
You know, that's a hate speech. And you can be recorded for that.
I don't give a shit.
Huh. Okay, we'll see about that, what the internet has to say about you.
Oh my God, can we give this woman a hand? Yes, I'm here for it. First of all, this stupid thing about there's a hate speech. This is a Somali. He's not even an American citizen. He's an immigrant. Now, what I don't know is if he's an illegal immigrant or a legal immigrant. I'm not sure, but you know Minnesota is filled with these type of people. But guess what else he is? He's a pedophile. A pedophile on a playground full of children? You don't say. Let's read this. Now, just so you all know, it's 2 of them, right? I think they're brothers or cousins. No, they're brothers, right? And just so you want to know who we're talking about this POS right here. This is the one. This is his speech. This is his speech. Are you talking to this child? Did you call the child? What? Blah, 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 blah. So as you can see, this is him. His TikTok is deleted because he was also doxxed and his information was put out there. And they thought that they was going to get away with harassing this fine young lady without any consequences and repercussions. And they effed around and they found out. But anyway, let's read this, and I'm going to talk about this case in a minute because we have some white saviors, as always, who want to make excuses for this person because certain things happen in the court system. So we have Mohammed Hassan Omir, that's this guy right here, and then we have Sharmiki Bile Omar. And that's the ugly thing over here, okay? So let me read this article in reference to their arrest. 2 Rochester men will appear in court May the 5th on joint charges of 3rd degree and 5th degree criminal sexual conduct after being accused of R-wording a 16-year-old girl after offering her place to stay. Mohammed Hassan Omir, 42, and Shameki Miki Bele. Listen, I don't respect this guy, so I don't care if I mess up his name, okay? So I'm Shar, I'm gonna just call him Shar. So Shar, who's 30 years old, may receive a joint trial for their identical charges of third-degree criminal sexual conduct, of insertion of a person under 18 years old, uses coercion, and fifth-degree criminal SA conduct, non-consensual insertion dating back to January 20th, 2022, according to the Olmsted County Court records. Now, someone did a deep dive into the criminal history and the court filings and found out that the court case was dismissed. As a matter of fact, let me see if I can find that particular tweet talking about it. Oh yeah, that's Sarah. Sarah did a deep dive into it, and this is what she says. Confirmed information. The man who recorded Shiloh Hendrix and followed her to her car was Shamiki Omar. Many are calling him a PDF file due to an older case where he was accused of assaulting a 16-year-old girl. However, according to court records, the accusations were dropped and he was cleared of all allegations. He had several children and was allowing them to play at the park when the incident occurred. Now, I don't need to read the rest. You guys can go to Sarah's Twitter account to read the entire thread, but this is something that was said by Dragonfly in the Sky that was very educational as well as insightful. So after showing that, hey, the case got dropped, he innocent. This is what he says, and it's very good. Let me read it out to you. Respectfully, when accusations like that are made and then dropped, either the witness refused to cooperate or typically the case dissolved for the lack of evidence. However, per your document, it only says in the interest of justice, which appeared to be the discretion of a judge, not for the lack of evidence. Now, this is Minnesota. We get a lot of these libtard demon rat judges that drop cases or give a small fine or dismiss it altogether because, well, you know, racism. So, you know, this is the case where it had nothing to do with the victim not showing up, and it didn't have anything to do with a lack of evidence. It was the discretion of the judge. And you know, we have a lot of activist judges out there who are violating their oath, sit on the bench based upon blind justice. But they're very biased, and they look out for these immigrants and certain people of color, and basically just let them get out. I mean, we saw what happened with the woke judge who let Killer Camelo out of jail and dropped his bail. So are we really shocked that this case where a girl was R-worded and the judge decided to dismiss the case altogether? No, we're not surprised. So it says, when a criminal case in Minnesota is dismissed in the interest of justice, it generally means the court or prosecutor has decided to terminate the case, not because the defendant is necessarily innocent, but because continuing the prosecution would be unfair, inappropriate, or contrary to broader principles of justice. What? I'm sorry, the jokes write themselves. I encourage you to view the accused and dismissed of child R-word more critically with the knowledge above. So very good. I really love this, and I thought that we play this in because let me tell you something. The people from the other side are pulling out all the stops. And it's just like, don't think this is just like only black people. This is like a lot. I see a lot of white people caping for this future FBI statistic and not having compassion for this young lady who had just had enough. And there is a such thing called black people fatigue. Trust me, I know. I feel you guys. I feel you. You know what I'm saying? So let's look at the whole thing on how she got doxxed, and then we're going to look at her gifts and go. So a white woman named Claire LeHue of Kansas City, Kansas, has doxxed Shiloh, and she also posted. Now, if you look at this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to block all of this. She is basically putting her full date of birth on here, her full entire name, her first name, middle name, and her last name, in addition to her city and state. She even put her father's name, her mother's name. Like this chick is a POS right here. This is a POS right here. Like, why would you include innocent family members of this young lady? And you're going to find more white people get outraged over this than blacks, because for some reason, white people are not allowed to use the N-word. Oh, yeah, let me give you my views so you guys can start getting mad at me in the comments section. Listen, I use slurs. I have the right to use slurs. It is my First Amendment right. And as long as I'm not violating any terms of service, I will use them. I am known to use them against both races, black and white. I don't discriminate. So it'll be hypocritical of me to think that white people can't do the same thing. And I agree with what she said. If you act like one, I'm going to call you one. I love that. And I agree with that 100%. I'm even taking it a little further. I have no problem with white people saying the N-word, ending with the A or with the ER. Hey, I'm fair like that. Why would I be a hypocrite? So if they want to use it as a term of endearment with the A, I think they should use it. If they want to use it as an insult because said person is acting animalistic, then they should have every right to use that too. But in production, I will block all that out because I'm not going to redox her. She's been through enough. So here is her Give, Send, Go, and it is very successful. Let me read what she says here, and then we will look at the total. I haven't refreshed it since I put it on the screen, so it may be higher than what it displays right now. And I know you can't see the full display. Don't worry. I'm going to shrink it so you can see the full amount. So let's read the message on her Give, Send, Go profile. Help me protect my family. Hello. My name is Shiloh, and I have been put into a very dire situation. I recently had a kid steal from my 18-month-old son's diaper bag at a park. I called the kid out for what he was. Another man who was recently found out he had a history with law enforcement, which is true, proceeded to record me and follow me to my car. He then posted these videos online, which has caused my family and myself great turmoil. My SSN has been leaked. My address and phone number have been given out freely. My family members are being attacked. My eldest child may not be going back to school. Even where I exercise has been exposed. I am asking for your help to assist in protecting my family. I fear that we must relocate. I have 2 small children who do not deserve this. We have been threatened to the extreme by people online. Anything will help. We cannot and will not live in fear. Thank you. Now, I'm loving all of this. She's like, hey, give me some money, but I'm not going to sit up here and cower it away, okay? I stand on business. Okay, so now let's open this up so we can see the full amount. So I haven't refreshed it yet, but as of now, her goal was to raise $250,000, and so far she has raised $235,980. I'm going to refresh it live right now as I'm recording this, and let's see where she is currently. She made her goal. All right, yay! I'm so happy for her, girl. Go ahead and listen. Hey, girl, Shiloh, if you ever see this, go ahead and increase it, baby. Do exactly what the Killer Camelo Anthony family did. They started off with $100,000, then went up to $200,000, and now they recently raised it up to $600,000. If people are going to continue to give you money, go ahead and raise that goal. Raise it up to like $350,000. If they're going to make you famous, we're going to make you financially comfortable. So I will be putting a link to her Give, Send, Go in the description box, and I probably will also put it in the pinned comment. I donated already, and if you have, you can also donate if you want to. You can give, you can share, and you can pray. And I stand behind Shiloh, her actions, her decision. And as far as I'm concerned, she did nothing wrong. But I would love to hear what you have to say about this. I'm sure we're going to get some fiery comments. Be respectful, though. That's all I ask. Be respectful, and it's all good. You could disagree with me or agree with me, but as long as you're respectful, you can say your piece. This is Tree from treeoflogic.com. If you like this video, please give it a like. If you're new to my channel, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Later, taters.